Hello everyone, welcome to Endless English. Glad to meet you all through this video lesson. Distance never separates us. Instead, it brings us closer than before. In this world, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them, says Shakespeare. What a piece of work is a man! Is like an angel in action, is like a god in apprehension. However he is, his life is too short to express his thoughts and action. Our life ends like a dream, which we find nothing when we wake up. If it is so, imagine, my dear ones, what are we to do? In the short span of our lifetime, let's sow the seeds of kindness to reap the fruits of love. Shall we? In this video lesson, we are going to learn the poem All the World is a Stage. All the World is a Stage is an extract from the pastoral comedy play As You Like It, Act 2, Scene 7, lines from 138 to 165, written by William Shakespeare, one of the greatest dramatists in English language. He is often called England's national poet and the bard of Avon. He has been a great playwright and the poet of his era. Okay, here is a challenge for you. I am going to pronounce a word, try to repeat it and find out the meaning. I am going to give you the answer of this word in one of these slides. You find out where it is given. Shall we start? Honorificabilitudini tatibus. Let me repeat the word. Honorificabilitudini tatibus. Once more. Honorificabilitudini tatibus. Yes, come on. Find out which slide carries the meaning and the answer of this question. Let's see the facts and funs of William Shakespeare. He was born on 23rd April 1564 in Stratford-on-Avon near London. His family was a well-off family. His father John Shakespeare was a glovemaker, shopkeeper, landowner and bailiff of Stratford. His mother Mary Aden inherited a land which was bequeathed to William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare had 7 siblings. When we come to see his education, he probably attended the grammar school until 15, mainly studying Latin. It is said that he never went to any university. He read much mythology, Ovid, Plutarch's Lives, etc., which he used as sources. He got married at the age of 18. He married Anne Hathaway on 27th November 1582. She was 8 years elder to William Shakespeare. They had 3 children, Susanna, Hamnet and Judith. Hamnet died at the age of 11. His daughters were brought up well by William Shakespeare and they were given in marriage. His only granddaughter died childless, so Shakespeare had no descendants. So it is sad to say that his huge property was not enjoyed by his descendants. Here we see about his career and the course of his career. He lived in London most of his life and had little to do with Stratford, although he became its 3rd largest landowner and eventually retired there. He was a great actor. By 1592, he was recognized as a successful actor on the London stage as well as a leading poet. He was a member of a repertory group, Chamberlain's Men. He wrote at least 37 plays as well as sonnets and other poems. He revolutionized the English stage with his dramatic and poetic genius. He retired from the theatre to his native Stratford sometime between 1611 and 1613, having bought a large house called New Place. He died on his 52nd birthday on 23rd April 1616 in Stratford and was buried in the chancel of the Church of Holy Trinity. During his lifetime, he wrote around 37 plays under the major classification tragedy, comedy, and history. He wrote 2 long narrative poems, Venus and Adonis and The Rape of Lucrece. He wrote 154 sonnets and some minor poems. None can say the exact number because some of his work may have been lost over time and some may have been written with the help of other people. Plays in Shakespeare time were different to the ones we have today. There were no female characters, it means women's parts were played by men. The audience were very rowdy. They would shout, boo, and even throw food at the actors if they didn't like it. So, running the show was very difficult in those days. Shakespeare's plays were immediately hit. Othello, King Lear, Romeo and Juliet, Twelfth Night, The Taming of the Shrew, Henry IV, Henry V, and Richard III were enacted widely in all corners of London. His plays made him very rich. He owned a big house in London called New Place. His plays had the royal seal of approval. Both Queen Elizabeth I and James VI of Scotland often hired Shakespeare's company to come and perform in royal court. All the world is a stage is the phrase that begins a monologue in the play As You Like It, written by William Shakespeare. Actually, these lines are spoken by melancholy Jacques, one of the main characters in the play. He is one of Duke Senior's noblemen who lives with him in the forest of Eden. He speaks about the 7 stages of human life in these lines. Let's see what he says about human life. All the world is a stage, in fact, not a poem earlier, but a monologue. As the speech begins, 7 stages of man's life can come into your mind like a movie running in front of your eyes. Each and every word is beautifully written that you can actually imagine what it means. The 7 stages of man's life refer to the 7 ages of man. These ages are infant, school-going boy, lover, soldier, justice. Justice means ability to understand what is right and wrong, old man, and very old man. In this poem, the poet says through Jacques that world is a stage, our life is a drama, and all the people living in it are mere players. They come to the world, play their roles, and go. So these men go through 7 different phases in their lives. At first, the infant mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. The first stage of a man's life is infancy. He is a helpless baby. During his infancy, he cries and throws up milk and vomits when he is in the hands of a mother or a nurse. In this stage, he is cared by his mother or a nurse. He can't do anything on his own. Then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school. In the second stage, he begins to go to school with his bag. He is unwilling to go there. He moves like a snail, unaware of the blessings he is attributed with. He is afraid of what the world holds in store for him. And then the lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrow. The third stage is the lover, who sings many beautiful as well as sorrowful songs for his beloved. He is lovesick at this age. He composes songs on the beauty of his lady love. His behavior bears a resemblance to a hard sighing furnace. He is ready to do anything to please his beloved. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and burdened like the part, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. Then the fourth stage, it is a stage like a soldier. He becomes full of himself. He takes strange promises and he has facial hair like a leopard. He is greedy for honor and get into quarrel and ready to die at the mouth of gun to get fame that is temporary like a bubble. And then the justice, in fair and round belly, with a good cap and lined, with eyes severe, and bird of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The fifth role is a middle aged man. The man puts on weight. He develops part belly. He becomes like a judge with maturity and wisdom. His eyes become severe and he trims his beard short, which is contrast to his soldier's uncut hair. At this stage, he is full of wise sayings and examples. Shakespeare doesn't take such wisdom seriously, and he says that he just plays his part as the world is a stage. The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful horse, well saved a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. In the sixth stage, the man becomes very weak. He is lean and so he looked tall when he wears pants. He uses glasses to assist his failing vision. He keeps a pouch with him. He has difficulty even maintaining his earlier activities. His youthful voice undergoes a transformation from manly huskiness to that of a childish whine, resembling the second stage, the schoolboy. His well-saved dresses become too wide to his lean and shrunken tall body. He is lean, his voice is not clear, his eyesight becomes dull. He starts deteriorating here. Last scene of all that ends the strange eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. In the last stage, the condition of the man becomes very miserable. Now he has grown very old and weak. He has no relations. He lost all. He is without teeth, vision, taste, and everything. This stage is called the second childishness. After this, the man's part in the play ends and he exists from the stages of his life forever. It is a religious idea in a way. An actor playing out the human drama is only an actor. At the end of the show, he resumes a different, more permanent life and afterlife. And what he has done on the stage, in other words, in his life, is just an act. Real life lies beyond that, life after the death. Shakespeare, through Jacks, metaphorically says, the world is a stage. We are all actors who take 7 roles to play the drama of our life. As the drama ends very quickly, our life too ends very fast. So in this short span of life, let's do good deeds. We all want to do good, whether it's for our loved ones, the planet, or the society at large, no matter how big or small. As a small candle brings light, even the small good deeds also bring happiness in someone's life. So do good deeds as much as possible. Let me conclude this poem with the beautiful words of Shakespeare about the good deeds. How far that little candle throws its beams, so shines a good deed in a weary world. I have given a question in the second slide. Here comes the answer for it. What is honorificability unitativus? The answer is, it's a long Latin word used by William Shakespeare in his play Love's Labour's Lost, Act 5, Scene 1. It means the state of being able to achieve honors. Okay? Thanks to watch the video till the end. Right, let's come to the part. You were taught about the figures of speech in the previous video. So read the poem and pick out the figures of speech in this poem: simile, metaphor, alliteration, imagery. Okay? Right. There is no real endings. It's a place where you stop the story. It's the beginning of another story. Despite my pain, I felt the regret of ending. So end is not an end, it's an endless. Stay blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.